for a lawyer. It's very much about, class and similarities and, similarities with families or whatever. And, I explained to him that, our options are, not as, maybe as some other options. And, definitely there's a difference in culture, the Muslim culture, and our culture. And so, it's a different situation over here in America than it is where he's from. But he was very, taken aback that was the situation. So I was just sharing that story to say that not everybody, it's not like everybody else would do that and only us, feel that way. So because there absolutely are people that have a totally different mindset when it comes to that. As far as this young lady in the video, though, just dumb to me. Obviously, she has no idea how many women would love to be in that position, how many women would love to not have their career be the main thing or their primary focus and have it be their husband and their family and their children. I just think that, again, she went into it. It sounded good, but once she got into it, for whatever reason, it wasn't what she wanted. I just think that was just a dumb move that she made. She wrecked her marriage, she wrecked her family, and she didn't know how to work it. She could have negotiated that. She could have handled that totally differently. She could have gotten exactly what she wanted, but she just wasn't smart enough to do it in the right way.
No, we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah, Anissa, real
quick.
I'm
just saying she could have sat down with her husband and, whatever. They could have worked something out where maybe she got something more of what she wanted out of the relationship. I don't know, but to just walk away because you didn't want to be home.
Right. You heard the video. She said, was this already in the plan before you got married? She said, yes. So she knew going into the marriage, I want you to be a housewife. Ain't no negotiation.
I said that she messed up her marriage. She made a dumb
negotiation. Ain't no negotiation shit.
She changed the rules of the bargain.
Here's why what I said is not disingenuous. The numbers say it's not disingenuous.
Well, you're speaking of the few women that you know, and I'm just
hold on, Anissa,
I know would not do what you said.
Anissa, I just put in the chat the stats from the Centers for Disease Control. That's the stats. That's the numbers. The numbers
I'm not talking about that statistic. I'm talking about
and I'm telling you
that white women will freely doctors that make $350,000 were freely,
Anissa,
and they were just
will you let me finish the entire statement before you respond?
Will
you let me finish the entire statement before you respond? Anissa, I'm not Trey.
I ain't Trey. You Trey?
I ain't Trey.
You don't have to be Trey.
The full statement. The full statement is the reason why I'm saying it's not disingenuous because the numbers say so, and that's not anecdotal. So here's the thing: if 84% of white women are married, just from a number space, it don't even matter about the anecdotal anymore. The numbers say white women are going to be married to white women with money are going to be married to lesser earning white men. In order to get that high percentage for white women, you're gonna have to take it. So to say that is disingenuous,
black women are too.
Most black women are not married to.
What's the percentage of black women?
Mr. Black, I got this. I got this. Let me tell you something, Anissa. Let me tell you something. Only 7 to 9% of black women make over $70,000 a year. The overwhelming majority of black women make less than 40. So most black women do not out earn their black male counterparts. Not even close. We sit up here and talk this narrative because a lot of us are working at a level where we earn equally. So we're always gauging things from our perspective. I work in an environment where a lot of black women they out earn me, but that doesn't mean that the volume of black women out earn their black men. It's just the environment that I work in. The data is the data. The average earning black woman is what, $36,000 a year. Black men is closer to 45. That's
white women are making $350 or more.
What you say?
How many white women are making $350 or more married to maintenance men?
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that specifically. But white women have to be out earning a lot of the men that they're married to in order for them to be married at an 84% clip. Our women are only married at a 25% clip.
How many white women make 350 or more?
What you say?
What percentage of white women make 350 or more?
It's in that 84%.
It's small though.
But it's in that 84%.
It's small.
Right, but
it's in that number.
And I would say out of that percentage, the majority of those women are not
only 7 to 9%. Only 7 to 9%. Only 7 to 9% of black women. Only 7 to 9% of black women earn more than $70,000 a year. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 12 to 15% of white women.
Hey, you guys got to hold up because I only have a few grapes left.
Go ahead, Mr.
Bain. I'm not trying to enjoy my popcorn.
You said we got a few grapes left, but I'm just saying that it's not this. It's what I'm saying is not a put down. It's just a numerical fact, and it's a behavior fact. White women are more inclined to marry a man with lesser money than black women who earn. They're more likely to do that than us. Now, black women are more likely to pop out kids for unemployed men than any other group because that is proven because 75% of our women are single mothers. So our women are popping out babies with a bunch of duster bunnies. That's what they are. But as far as when you start talking about productive men, 54% of black men are single and childless. The majority of black men don't have any kids. So, in this, we keep talking as if black women are making all of this money. They're not. They're not.
Can I get in on this?
Yes.
I still disagree with what you said earlier.
You can disagree with the numbers all you want to. I mean, the facts
are the facts.
I'm not
disagreeing with the numbers. You're not listening. I'm
listening very well, ma'am.
No, I was going back to your specific scenario. I wasn't talking about statistics. You said you knew a doctor that walked in and white women that are doctors making $350,000 and they get with maintenance men or whatever. And only thing I said was, I know those women as well. I'm in the healthcare field. I know a lot of doctors. Okay. And the doctors that I know, the surgeons that I know, the nurse anesthetists that I know, they are not choosing to be with maintenance men. So that's my statement was that it's definitely some women, but you cannot say that that's all women.
Are those women married though? Are those women married that you're talking about?
Yes, they are married, and they did not choose the maintenance man.
So who they married? We got to stop this nonsense. We got to stop this nonsense about
more. Because some doctors marry other doctors. If you know,
when we're having these general conversations, we got to stop this nonsense about saying not all. Of course, it ain't all. We got to stop having. We got to stop. So we got to stop saying.
What you said
you got to stop it. All women got to stop implying this all thing. That's already implied. That's already implied in the statement about this whole all stuff.
That's what you should have said earlier.
Our women, including this, they go to the whole all thing like you because you're trying to stop the conversation. We already know not all. It's already understood not all. We already know not all. There's no such thing as all except for when dying. That's it. But we're talking about statistical numbers. Of course, not all.
Okay.
Not all black women are. Not all black women are hoes.
Would not do that.
But what you're saying though, Anissa, is that when you use the argument of not all, you shut down the conversation. We already know that's not all.
I just came back and said that is some women. Definitely not all. That is all I said.
No. But when you use when you encompass that argument, you shut the conversation down. We already know not all. We already know that it's not all.
You shouldn't make blanket statements that this is what white women do.
It's not a blanket, but this is the thing. It's not
that
a blanket.
is not what all white women do. Then you should say
Nobody said that.
I know some white women that do such and such and such.
She's
but
purposefully being obstinate.
It's not true.
Hold on, Anissa. We already understand that it's not all. We don't know everybody. We already know that it's not all.
Don't take the three white women you know to make it across the board that this is what white women do.
Well, Anissa, I'm telling you though, Anissa, if you come to Texas,
you know two white women.
No, listen, Anissa. Hold on, babe. I want you to come. Anissa, I'm gonna invite you to Texas. I'll fly you down to Texas, and I want you to go to every mall with me around 100-mile radius. And I want you to hold on. And I want you to sit. I want you to sit and just watch all these black men. I want you to sit and hold on. I showed my wife this and she didn't believe it because she said, "Oh, you full of shit." I said, "No, I'm not. Listen, watch." We would look and you could see the black men with the black women, and you could see that they were overspending, that they were depressed, they didn't want to be there, and they were just dragging behind these fucking women like, God damn. And I said, "Baby, now just sit and watch." I said, "Just watch." Those black men that was with those white women, they look more confident. They look like they won't spend no money, like they were in control. And those white women walking right beside them, rubbing the small of their fucking back and rubbing their shoulders while they're ordering Great American cookies. It's a difference. And there are black women out here have said it. I've heard black women say it. You know what? Black women have been through a lot. We full of trauma and we've been through a lot. And white women are going to be better. I can tell. I've heard black women say this. I've heard it. I've heard black women say it out their own mouth.
But but this is the thing. When we talk about all, it kind of fucks the conversation up. We already know that it's not all.
It's dismissive and it derails the conversation.
He's doing it from an anecdotal standpoint, so he's not using it as the whole covering. He did not cover everything when it came down that, right? Just like with you didn't cover it. You didn't cover everybody with that. You gave the story, correct? But you have to acknowledge what is being said. At the end of the day, we do have to understand that we have a problem. Black folks got a problem when it comes down to this. Black women and black men, right? So we can't sit back and make the argument when somebody is giving a statement like that and say not all, because we already know that it's not all. Mm-hmm. We need to push it forward, the conversation forward, so we don't have to use not all, even if it was a few. But what he's saying is, and I'm seeing it, this is what we don't understand, folks. The world keeps changing every day. The narrative, it keeps fucking changing. What we're talking about specifically, you can see a difference. And if we use black and white, fine. But we can't just dismiss what was just said by using not all.
Appreciate it.
Take heed. Okay, never mind. Anissa, go ahead.
Okay. I wanted to respond to Take Heed. I actually agreed with a lot of the things that you said. However, do you know what's going to happen in my life tomorrow?
Anissa. Am I saying your name right?
Anissa.
Anissa. Let me share something with you.
No, I'm asking you a question. I don't think there's anyone on this panel that can tell me with 100% sincerity or certainty that they know what's happening in my life right this very moment, what's going to happen next week, and what's going to happen in 6 months. None of you know that. So
I do. If you keep living, you're going to keep getting old, and that's pretty much about it.
But that part is true. But you don't know what blessings are coming my way. Because and none of you know me personally.
If you wake up tomorrow, if
none
we've been
of you
honest.
know me personally.
But we're not talking. We're not talking personally.
You don't know what God is doing.
You just asked us what we thought.
What God is doing in my life. You and this is what's going to happen.
Sir Hale just said a Christian woman should have decorum.
You said your friends.
Sure did.
I said most of my friends are men. That's what I said.
You didn't say you. You said your friends.
Okay.
So I responded to the part of your friends. You didn't say you.
And what were you saying about my friends? Maybe I missed what you were trying.
Anissa, are you even listening?
No, she's not. That's the need to be right.
No.
Plugging them ears up.
I said most of my friends are married, and so now you're saying my friends have missed the boat. I mean, what you were saying have to do with?
She kind of didn't say your friends missed the boat.
I didn't say no.
She didn't say.
Mr. Ben is stupid.
You know what? Let me share something with you.
Okay.
I love what Sir Hill just said about Christian women, because let me share something with you. I'm not all there yet. I'm not all there yet.
Neither am I.
So I'm going to tell you the truth of what your Christian sisters is not going to tell you. Anissa, you miss your chance.
That is your opinion.
Nope.
You your opinion, because unless you have the mind of God, you don't know.
Because I'm going to share something with you. Do you see how you going back and forth with these men on the panel right now? You see how you going back and forth? I do not go back and forth with the men on the panel.
I'm not going back and forth. I'm just expressing my thought.
Our obedience level is different. You missed your chance.
No, I did not miss my chance.
No, you missed it, baby.
You missed my chance. You have no idea what's going on.
You missed your chance, honey.
You think you know, but you don't.
No, because this is the problem with our Christian women sisters. We will sit up here and say, we're waiting on God. I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting on God. You waiting on God, and you're like, and we get in our 60s and we're still waiting on God. But God has sent you this man, but something was missing in this man, and you can take the time to critique and help this man get what is missing. You missed him. You missed him because we want our men to be perfect when they meet us, and we not all the way there. That's why Mr. Bennett, when he said, shout out to Mr. Bennett, he said, if for us to become a wife, we need to learn how to ask God to clean out everything that is not right within us. So can you say right now to this panel that you ready to be a wife the way that you talk to these men, and you don't even know these men? Even when
I have not disrespected any man on this panel,
but you going back and forth with them.
I have never used profanity. I have never called any.
I didn't say
but you combative though.
Going back and forth with the men. This is what I'm talking about. So for a woman to say that she is ready to be married, she has to know how to talk to men that she don't even know that she can walk up to. Because me, even though I can say some stuff, and because I got a mouth, but I know how to talk to men that I have never met before.
Well, you should respect everybody if that's the case.
Listen, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I know how to talk to men. You go back and forth with a man, and you say that, and you're saying that I don't know what's happening
on the panel.
I don't know. No, I didn't say that. Okay. I didn't say that, but you're saying to me, I don't know what's happening in their life, but you're telling it. You're telling it by how you speak. I always tell women on my channel that we block our blessings because of our mouth. Okay, so now you're sitting up here telling me, and I wasn't even talking about you. You brought your own stuff into the conversation. I was saying your friends. If they are your friends and y'all lined up together, and y'all must be at the same age, okay? We gonna call a spade a spade. Y'all miss your chance. You missed it. But you will sit up here and tell other women that they not supposed to be catering to a man. They not supposed to do this.
I have never said that.
No. I didn't say you. I said this is what they teach. The women that are your age teach this. That they not supposed to do this for a man. The man is supposed to be whole. He's supposed to have this. He's supposed to have that before he come to marriage. But you don't have all those things. You don't know how to you don't know how to be servitude. You don't know how to be obedient, but you want the man to have everything. That doesn't make sense. That's what I'm trying to say. This is what I even talk about on my channel. It's women that are older that block these younger ones by the way we teach them. When we tell them, oh, you don't have to do all this. He's supposed to have everything. He's supposed to follow God. But in the Bible, it doesn't say that the husband is supposed to be obedient to God for you to follow him. It doesn't. It doesn't say he's supposed to be obedient to God for you to follow him. It says you must be obedient to your husband. It doesn't say that the husband is supposed to be obedient to God. And this is the thing that us Christian women, we get wrong.
So a Christian woman can just marry any man?
No. This is what I'm talking about. If you're dating him, if you're dating, no, let me finish. If you're dating him and he's not equally yoked with you at the time of your dating him, right? Then don't be bothered with him. If y'all not equally yoked when you're dating him, then you don't be bothered with him. Exactly. But if you had already married him and then you became saved within the marriage and he did not, that doesn't mean that you say, oh, because you're not following the Most High, I'm not supposed to be obedient to you. That's wrong. He's already your husband. It's too late.
You're correct, Take Heed. I agree with that, what you just said. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I said I agree with most of the things that you said when you gave your long talk earlier. I said I agree with most of the things that you said. And what you just said is absolutely correct. If you are a Christian woman and you're dating someone and he shows that he is not following God, he shows that he is not obeying God, he shows that you should have nothing to do with him. And you're absolutely right. If you are married to him, then I'm saying that you're right. What I'm disagreeing with you on is, please don't try to tell me that you have the mind of God and you know exactly what God is doing in my life, because you don't. You really have no clue.
I'm telling you
that is your opinion.
Nobody else
you don't know me.
I'm telling you.
You don't know my life. You don't know what's going on in my life.
You brought it. I did not. You brought it.
You don't know what God is doing. Do you know what God is doing in my life? Do you know?
Anissa.
Do you know?
I know Satan
we
is moving
know
all
what
across this land.
What God is doing in my life.
Going to and fro to see who he can destroy.
I'm going to share something.
You don't know.
I'm going to share something with you. A lot of women, since you brought your own self in this, because I did not put you in it, but you brought your own self in it. Do you know how many women your age contact me? Do you know how many that I get in my DMs that want to talk to me?
I don't know.
Women that are in your age, they always tell me that they had somebody and they missed out because there was something that was off about them that they didn't agree with.
That's not my story.
And so I didn't say it was. I didn't say it was. I'm saying women that are your age.
Okay.
They will sit up here and try to critique a man and miss their blessing. This is what melanated women do. And then when they get in their 60s, they're screaming on social media like Lisa Ray, I need a warm body on top of me. And this is the thing that we teach our younger ones, that this makes sense.
Lisa Ray can't get a nigga.
And Lisa Ray was the most finest woman I knew back in the day. And now
Lisa Ray trash as hell.
She wasn't back in the day.
She's doing the pinch.
She took her clothes off in one movie, and now everybody she's trash.
Beforehand. But I'm saying to the simple fact is that this is the nonsense that we teach the younger generation. And that, a man gonna be, this is the nonsense my mother and my aunties and them used to teach me. A man gonna always be there waiting for you. There's 1,000 of them. Where are they now? Where are they now? Where are they now? We want to sit up here and say there's 1,000 men up here waiting for us to get it right. Where are they? Because there's a shortage of men. Where are they? This is the thing I don't like. I don't like when we teach the younger ones this. It's not fair. There's not enough around. Get your shit together now so that you can find a upright man. Don't wait till you in your 60s and talk about God gonna send me somebody. This is a lie. This is a lie. I'm done. I'm finished.
Hey, just to add to that, we can say what God's doing in our life, but God gave us pretty much a description of what it is. I think in today's terms, when we talk about men in their 50s are not looking for a woman in their 50s. Men in their 60s are not looking for a woman in their 60s. They're not. They're looking for a 40-year-old, probably 39, 40, mid 30s, 40 years old, but they're not looking for a woman the same age. So women now are so desperate, they're becoming lesbians and or dating younger men who probably in their, I'm watching, what's the name of the new podcast? Hardly Initiated, where they had an older woman. She says she's starting to have to date men in their 20s, 29, 30, 27, and she's in her 50s. She said because the men her age don't want her. And that woman, and she was a very attractive woman, but she said that they just want more activity. They want
get your eyes checked.
Yeah, they want to be. You stupid. They want the women to be more active. They want the women to be more young and more fluent, and they don't want a woman their age. And I'm watching this at my job right now. We went to a store, right, because we're downtown Dallas, so everything's close. And there was a man who was a VP of a company. I'm not going to say it because everybody knew, he's a VP of a company. He was getting something to eat. And one of the girls that was walking in our group, he started talking to her. Now this girl, and he don't know that. And she's in her, but guess what? She's 40. She's in her 40s. He's 60. And he wants that 40-year-old. Now he could have picked anybody out that bunch. There's a 60-year-old in that bunch or 55-year-old in that bunch. Right, we got another lady in there that's 55, 50, 54, whatever. And he went right over to the young one, and she said, he's 61 years old. Yes. She said he invited me to his house. His house is beautiful. His wife died, so he's a widower. And he wants to get married again, but he wants it to be with a woman that's young. And I think men today, I'm not saying this personally to anybody, but I just think older men, just think about all the men on the panel right now. If I were to go around the panel, lost in translation, when you're 60, do you want to marry a woman that's 60?
Nope.
Or TJ, do you want, when you turn 60 or 58, 55, whatever the number, do you want a woman that's 55, 56, or 60?
Man, don't be asking that bullshit.
Okay. All right. So JT, do you want a woman that when you find a woman, do you want the woman to be the same age you, 55, 56, 57, or do you want her to be younger?
Hell no, I don't do it now. Shit, I'm active.
Right. Trey, when you're 50 or 60, do you want a woman the same age as you, or you want a woman that's younger?
Younger. A whole lot.
Right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 men on here who are actively in the dating scene who are saying that when they become that age, they want somebody younger. You can look at, I didn't want to go to celebrities, but you can look at Ron Eyes, look at his wife. Woo. He didn't get a woman that was the same age as him. Ron Isley got a 10-year-old son. And
Pacino just got a woman pregnant. She like 27.
Yep. So I think that we're at an age right now that men don't want to be with women the same age as them. And I think that's why it happened back in the day too. That's why way back in the 50s, 40s, when that 19-year-old man came and married that 15-year-old girl, he took his place as a groomer. Because when you go and get married, he's called the groom for a reason. And so he groomed that woman to be his wife. And so I think men have always wanted younger women. So,
but you know what? Here's the thing, black man. If we're being honest,
mm-hmm.
most of these women, the only thing that's separating them from one woman to the next is how they act, because they all got the same kit, the makeup kit with the drawn on eyebrows and the makeup and the hair and the weaves and all this other stuff. What men need to look for is women who have the fruits of the spirit, which are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and last but not least, self-control. Self-control. That leads me to believe right there. It really don't matter what she look like. It's about what's on the inside. And let me tell you something. If the fruit is on the inside, then I know God is there.
Yeah.
But if there's nothing but rambunctiousness, rebellion, disobedience, if that's not a place where God wants to live, then guess who lives there? You understand what I'm saying? And I don't want to have no part of that.
Yep.
And I think most men don't want to have no part of that. It's not the fact that women don't look good. It's the fact that women lean on the fact that they look good and nothing else.
I think
that's the problem.
Exactly. Let's take the exit and make a U-turn, go back to Proverbs. It says that a good woman, a godly woman, is a crown to her husband's head.
That's
but
right.
a quarrelsome woman and a woman with a bad mouth it's cancer to his bones. He'll die quickly.
Right. That's right. The power of life and death is in what? In the tongue. And you shall eat of that fruit.
But you guys do know we're in like a catch-22, don't you? The women that we're talking about, you guys are just talking about, they don't have no shortage of guys who want to bang them. And the big
that's all they're gonna get.
No, that's all.
Wait, let me finish. Let me just finish. And one of the biggest issues is that women conflate that kind of attention with relationship attention all the time. And so they blow themselves out of the water, and they don't understand that. It's like I said, there's a mental defect because of programming of women in our society. Now, it happened to men, but we're coming out of it. And we're coming out of it in droves. And we're coming out of it hard. And we're not going to acquiesce to the women in the ways that they want now, because that's against nature, right? And we can't operate against nature for very long. And every man who tries, it always ends up in disaster. Right? Remember, they try to put the craze of the house husband, the woman go out to work, you stay home with the titty milk thing, and you milking the babies and shit.
Oh, yeah, that's for the birds.
You do all that kind of stuff. And then your wife is at work, the alpha males are chasing her around the goddamn desk.
Yep.
Right? She could resist for a second, but when she comes home, she sees you with the little dribble shit on your shirt. Maybe the house is clean, maybe the babies are fed, but then you asking her for milk money and bear money and shit. And then you got to be a king in the bedroom. That shit ain't working. And that old hunk that's working out there, he's looking at her, she's looking at him. They go to lunch once in a while, and all of a sudden the lunch hours are lunch half a day and shit. And he's knocking that shit out. So all I'm just trying to say is we're so upside down in society and then women want to be uncooperative. And I feel sorry for the sisters because they're being left behind.
Yep.
That's why they hate passport brothers. And really, it's a small movement of the new brothers, right? But it's happening. They hate them. They hate those guys, not because the guys are doing something, because those guys are close.
I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just win, every day I get it in. I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just win, every day I get it in. I'm a king, and I will never knew. Plotting for my fall, you getting hanged for treason. I don't have to please, do anything I feel. Haters gonna talk, don't listen to the shit. They tryna be like me, they know they can, yo. Can't even get lost, I'm on a pedestal, sitting on my throne. My neck be decked in gold. I don't do no hoes, I've got a queen though. I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just win, every day I get it in. I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just